Today, Musk now asking a federal day's tech check. It is getting spicy now, Steve.
Yeah, Carl, spicy to say the least, with Musk ramping up this lawsuit.
The fall of the view from a powerhouse to a courtroom battleground can be traced back to Whoopi Goldberg's unchecked rhetoric. For years, her bold opinions sparked debates, but eventually the controversies caught up with her. The defamation lawsuits, starting with Carrie Underwood and expanding to high-profile figures like Elon Musk, exposed a pattern of reckless commentary. Sponsors began distancing themselves, and what once seemed like invincible celebrity power turned into a liability. The real question now is whether the show can recover from this storm, or if this marks the beginning of its end.
Well, wow. Yes, you have. I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's
so over the top. It was like making everyone uncomfortable.
Really?
It was really over the top. You know, I mean, I think it's like sort of a passing joke of like, you know, a few passing jokes are fine, but they
Whoopi Goldberg's tenure on The View was marked by her unfiltered opinions and larger-than-life persona, which often led to spirited debates. However, as time passed, her once celebrated boldness began to backfire. The consequences of her controversial remarks grew more severe, shifting from mere public uproar to legal and professional ramifications that would eventually threaten her career and the show itself.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know.
Goldberg's knack for targeting high-profile figures became a defining trait of her View persona. She was never shy about taking shots at individuals like Elon Musk, often accusing him of everything from selfishness to being disconnected from reality. Her direct and sometimes scathing remarks set the tone for her tenure, but they also laid the groundwork for the controversies that would follow.
But apparently, his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her.
The Trump family, too, became one of Whoopi's frequent targets. She didn't hesitate to accuse them of being involved in elaborate conspiracies and shady dealings. She even went as far as making wild allegations about Carrie Underwood, insinuating that the country star was part of a covert power play in the entertainment world. Joe Rogan wasn't spared either. Whoopi condemned him for spreading dangerous misinformation, dubbing his podcast irresponsible and harmful to the public. At first, it seemed like Whoopi could get away with anything. After all, she was Whoopi Goldberg, an established figure with decades in the entertainment industry. Her sharp remarks and controversial opinions had earned her widespread recognition, and she likely believed that her fame and position on a major daytime talk show would shield her from any real consequences. However, she drastically underestimated the power of public backlash and the growing influence of accountability. Goldberg's approach had become increasingly reckless. Her accusations, many of which were unfounded or outright false, lacked the careful consideration necessary when speaking about powerful individuals. She seemed to think her celebrity status would act as a shield, protecting her from any real fallout. But as the defamation lawsuits started rolling in, over 30 in total, it became evident that the very people she'd targeted, like Elon Musk and Carrie Underwood, had the means to retaliate and defend their reputations. Goldberg was now facing the consequences of her unchecked comments, a wake-up call she clearly hadn't anticipated. Enter View. Goldberg's continued jabs at high-profile figures like Elon Musk and the Trump family were about to backfire in a big way. Musk, having been a frequent target of Goldberg's scathing remarks, reached a breaking point. What started as critiques turned into legal action, with Musk and his legal team making sure Goldberg understood the consequences of her careless words. Her celebrity status wasn't enough to shield her from someone with the financial means to fight back. The Trump family, also no strangers to controversy and equipped with strong legal resources, had had enough of Goldberg's accusations. She'd gone beyond personal insults and into territory that threatened their reputation, accusing them of criminal activities and being part of conspiracy theories. This was more than just hurtful comments. It was damaging to their brand, and they weren't about to let it slide. Donald Trump, a man known for his aggressive legal tactics, quickly fired back with a defamation lawsuit, signaling that no one, not even a well-established celebrity like Goldberg, was immune from the consequences of spreading falsehoods. Carrie Underwood's response was perhaps the most unexpected twist in Whoopi Goldberg's defamation saga. Underwood, typically reserved and known for her powerful ballads, wasn't going to let Goldberg's baseless accusations slide. Whoopi had claimed that Underwood was manipulating the entertainment industry, insinuating that she was pulling strings behind the scenes to influence award shows and other artists' careers. Underwood, fiercely protective of her reputation, took legal action, demanding millions in damages. This wasn't just a celebrity disagreement. It was a calculated defense of her name and career, showing that even country music royalty wouldn't tolerate unfounded attacks. But the real drama reached a boiling point when Goldberg crossed paths with Joe Rogan. What started as a minor disagreement over a Staten Island bakery incident quickly escalated, revealing the depth of tension between Goldberg and Rogan. What seemed trivial at first spiraled into a full-blown clash, bringing more attention and controversy to Goldberg's already precarious position.
I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace. I believe they have the same right.
Of course.
And so I have to, I have to support.
The controversy ignited when Whoopi Goldberg accused a Staten Island bakery of discrimination, claiming they had refused to take her order because of her political beliefs. She alleged that the bakery had turned her away due to her views, making it a public issue on The View. However, the bakery, an established family business, immediately denied the accusations, explaining that the refusal was due to a technical issue with their boiler, not any political agenda. Despite the bakery's clarification, Whoopi's claims had already caused significant damage, sparking a public debate and unfairly putting the business under a harsh spotlight.
Because if I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace, I believe they have the same right.
Of course.
And so I have.
Enter Joe Rogan, known for his unapologetic stance on everything from politics to public controversies. He wasn't going to let Whoopi Goldberg's careless comments slide. Rogan quickly called her out, accusing her of spreading misinformation and tarnishing not only the bakery's reputation, but also his own. As someone who's always vocal about his beliefs, Rogan didn't hesitate to take action. His legal team wasted no time in filing a defamation lawsuit against Goldberg, citing her inflammatory rhetoric and its harm to his public image. What made Rogan's response even more impactful was the massive influence he commands through his platform. With millions of followers and a wildly successful podcast, his supporters rallied behind him, amplifying his message and increasing pressure on Goldberg and The View. Unlike many other celebrities, Rogan wasn't afraid to use his platform to expose what he saw as Goldberg's hypocrisy and hold her accountable for spreading misinformation. His countersuit wasn't just a legal move, it was a statement. Rogan's followers turned the situation into a full-blown public spectacle. If you enjoyed watching Elon Musk rip Goldberg apart, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this saga is far from over.